Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to TCI's first quarter 2020 earnings conference call. This is Tom Zhen, supervisor from TCI's Investor Relations Department, and will be your host for today. To prevent the spread of COVID-19, TCI is hosting our earnings conference call via live audio WebEx. You can download earnings release material via the download icon on the right button. I would like to recommend all attendees today to watch for video by scanning QR code which we have provided in the earnings release material. These videos illustrate key factors to our steady improvement in the respect of earnings release first quarter 2020 under the COVID-19 outbreak. The agenda for today's event will be as follows. First, TCI spokesperson Remy Lee will summarize our financial results in the first quarter 2020. In the second part, Remy will have operation overview including three parts. How TCI fights against COVID-19, how TCI develops QVS96, and how TCI managed to get more client and revenue in the first quarter. In the third part, Remy will deliver our guidance for the second quarter 2020. And finally, Remy, together with our CFO Frank Zhang and our Cost Management Center Director Grace Fu, will host a Q&A section to answer the request questions. You may submit your questions anytime during the conference call. Due to the time limited for 40 to 45 minutes today, we will collect similar questions and answer in the Q&A section altogether. So let's get started for the first part for financial result review. Remy, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Remy. My presentation will get started with the financial highlights for the first quarter and followed by the Q2 operation overview and the guidance for the second quarter. So for the financial highlight in Q1 2020, the net revenue for Q1 was 1.8 billion NT, representing a 22% decrease from 2.32 billion in Q4 2019 and a 30.1% decrease from 2.58 billion NT in first quarter 2019. So the gross margin in Q1 was 44.1%, 2.9 percentage points higher than Q4 2019 and 1.4 percentage points higher than Q1 2019. So we reached a record high in the past 5 quarters. So this is mainly because of our MES, the WMS, and the RFID management system, and though it was partially offset by an unfavorable exchange rate in renminbi. So moving on to the operating margin. The operating margin was for the Q1 was 23%, so up 4 percentage points from Q4 2019 and down 4 percentage points from Q1 2019. So the net income attributable to shareholders of the parent company was 372 million NT, so down 8.8% from Q4 2019 and down 49% from Q1 2019. So the net profit was 21% and our first quarter EPS was 3.13 NT dollars and our ROE in first quarter was 5.25%. And also, it's worth mentioning that TCI's board of directors approved the cash dividend at 8.88 NT dollars for 2019. Now let's move on to the revenue contribution by region. The China region contributed 78.7% of our total revenue in first quarter, and Asia Pacific region's contribution in first quarter was 9.1%, and EU combined with US team contributed 9.62% of our total revenue in the first quarter, and Taiwan was 5.3% in first quarter. And then let's move on to the revenue contribution by product. The functional drink decreased 13% quarter over quarter to account for 47% of our first quarter revenue. And then thanks to the sales growth from immune boosting related products in Q1, the powder form accounts for 30%. And functional food and supplement in liquid sachet form accounts for 10.7%. As for the beauty mask, accounts for another 8.3%. And together with tablet, capsule, and others, accounts for 6.3%. So let's jump to the 2020, the operation overview. So in this part, we are going to have a 2020 overview, and this will include the TCI to fight against the COVID-19 internally, and the story that how we developed the QBS 96, and the most important is the how TCI managed to get more clients in Q1 and the revenue itself. And then first of all, let's talk about our anti-pandemic measures to fight against COVID-19 in TCI internally. So after the outbreak of the COVID-19 began, we have immediately established the anti-pandemic committee and been implementing the measures as follows. So first of all, we conduct the board control. So these measures are taken to reduce unnecessary external communication and person-to-person contact and strengthen the awareness of self-health management, especially for our employees on borders. So these measures include reducing the unnecessary travel and visits, avoiding large crowds, and improving hand hygiene, and also strengthening the immune system, and checking the health condition of our employees themselves and their family members every single day, so we can make a proper and prompt responses to any situation and protect our colleagues and their families. And second, we conduct the work from home and split operation from early February. So if any employee or their family member has a fever or the similar cold symptoms, they have to report the situation immediately and can apply for the work from home. So the company, we also provide the anti-pandemic kits for the employees and their families to support their health management. So the kits include the medical mask, the hand sanitizer, and the COVID-19 test kits that I'm going to have a brief introduction for our medical device. And third, we conduct the travel history declaration every single week after the weekend or the national holiday. So every of our employees shall declare their travel history and also, from their family members. And for those not working from home, TCI provides a service to order the meals and the accommodation or transportation for our employees. And the last, we provide the free dietary supplement to all of our employees. And because we are the leading contract manufacturer in functional food, free supplement is the must because we believe the health of our employee and their family are our first priority. And then it's worth mentioning that just right after the outbreak began, our CEO, Vincent Lin, he believes that our automatic bioresource data mining technology can be applied to virus testing. So after his idea for about 6 weeks, we successfully developed the first generation virus scanner. We call it QVS 96. So for this medical device, it has 5 major features. The first, high speed. For the latest version, which is the second generation kit, 2016 specimens can be tested every single day. And the second, low cost. And the third feature is full automation. And the fourth is high accuracy. And the fifth, it can provide the long-term management over COVID-19. So facing the COVID-19 outbreak, we always believe that the accuracy is the key to winning the anti-pandemic battle and maintaining the economic stability. So only with the accurate test result can effectively prevent the spread of the virus and maintain the healthy workforce to sustain the economy. So that's why when we're developing our anti-pandemic strategy, we just decide to adopt the very traditional mechanism, which is the qPCR. The qPCR can be with the accuracy rate of 99.9%, which is the most conventional but the most reliable virus detection approach. So we have just automate the detection equipment to just speed up the testing process and eliminate human errors, which the patent application is ongoing right now. So as for the cost, we will provide and offer the self-developed reagents to reduce the cost of our clients. So with the QVS 69 of the latest version, I just mentioned that more than 2,000 specimens can be tested every day. So you can imagine this scenario. Now the passenger just arriving in Hong Kong, and they have to wait another 24 hours to confirm that their results are negative before they are allowed to enter into the territory of Hong Kong. So if the Hong Kong International Airport is equipped with 10 pieces of QVS 96, 20,000 passengers can be tested per day. So this will surely be a great help for economic development and the protection of public health. So, and then I'm moving to the some of our approach to facilitate the sales from our clients. So after the outbreak of COVID-19, the expedited delivery is necessary to our clients worldwide. So I recommend you, if you haven't just checked the video, you can just click the QR code out there to see to access and watch the video right now. So the one of the approach to increase the sales, we call it product in a flash. So briefly speaking, by optimizing the R&D, the product design, and the manufacturing processes, and by using the CCD monitoring system, we can just definitely shorten the manufacturing lead times and strictly control the product quality at the same time on our fully automated production line. So, under the very normal circumstances, the manufacturing lead time of the beverage product can be shortened to almost like 20 to 21 days. So with the product in a flash service, we can overcome the disruption of the supply chains, and also we can assure TCI's competitiveness. And besides, the automated production line can minimize our technicians' direct physical contact with the product itself and combine the functions of the real-time monitoring, remote management, and the risk predictions. So we provide the very precise and intelligent manufacturing services and the product in a flash service. And please, we can jump up to our efforts on the VIP live stream session. So you can also scan the QR code on the earning call materials to access and watch the video. So to increase the client's final sales, so we have adopted the VIP live stream services. So what exactly is the VIP live stream? So you can imagine that our client tends to use the live stream platform, such as the TikTok, the Kuaishou, to sell the products, and that we also can render the service on live streaming just on our factory tours. So our client can promote their product by showing their consumers the whole manufacturing processes during the live stream, and also together with the automated and unmanned factories equipped with our best clean rooms. And also in the live streaming factory tours, the TCS PhD team can also give a brief introductions of the product itself and their manufacturing process, and the PhD can also discuss and talk about the health effects, the scientific data, the scientific mechanism, and also the advantage of taking the product. And then let's move on to the third part of our efforts in facilitate more sales from second half into 2020. So you can also scan the QR code on the earning call material to access and watch the video. So now we have to create the hot sales for our client. So from Q2, we are going to use our patented technology. We call it double Nutri to produce, to manufacture, to formalize our supplement. So by using the liposome delivery system, the double Nutri technology can increase the bioavailability of the supplement by encapsulating active ingredients into the lipid bilayer to mimic the structure of the cells. So recently, according to our latest research data of efficacy tests conducted by the National Taiwan University Hospital, the health effect of drinking to consuming one bottle of our supplement produced and designed by the double Nutri technology are so equal to drinking the 2.3 bottles of other supplement but containing the same amount of the active ingredients. And also the technology can increase the absorption of the active ingredients by 1.9 times. And double Nutri technology will be our secret to the success from the second half.
Okay, thanks, Remy. So now we move to the outlook for the next quarter. In this part, Remy will deliver the guidance for the 2020 second quarter. Remy, please.
And as for the Q2 revenue is expected to perform better than Q1, and the double-digit growth is highly expected. And it's also worth mentioning that our global new client growth in first quarter. And thanks for the increasing demand for the immune boosting product and our strategy in acquiring this intermediation and the global clients since last Q2. So I can tell you that we already acquired 47 new clients globally from different channels in the world, including the WeChat channel, the direct sales channel, and the branding company. And also we acquired some of the large scale of the direct sales company from US. And we believe that these new clients are the catalyst for the future growth in second half and for the 2021.
Okay, thanks, Remy. So we are now moving to the Q&A section, and we have got some questions. Please allow us to have some time to digest the question, and then we'll answer the question later on. Okay, so we will reply to your questions afterwards by email in case we don't have enough time to answer all of them. So please do leave your contact information while submitting the question. We will start for the first question. This is regarding to the improvement of our gross margin. TCI shows strong performance in the first quarter 2020 with 44% gross margin. So what are the main factors behind such good gross margin? Will this be sustainable, and what is the guidance for the upcoming quarters and the whole year? We will have our Cost Management Center Director, Grace, to answer this question. Grace, please.
Okay. Actually, as from fourth quarter of last year, we take many ways to enhance our production efficiency, such as we adopt automated systems to increase our productivity, and we adopt RFID system to manage our operator. We can get best way to locate our labors in real time, so we can improve our employee productivity. And on the other hand, we also adjusted the several process to reduce our overhead. So that's why we can improve our gross margin in first quarter.
Thanks, Grace. Following the previous question, we got a question is that could TCI provide the rationales for the increase of the short-term liability in the first quarter financial report? For this question, we will have our CFO, Frank, to answer this question. Frank, please.
Okay. Given the fact that China's currency weakened under the impact of the COVID-19 breakout in the first quarter of 2020, TCI increased CNY loans for hedging purpose. TCI hedging strategy is as follows. The first one, increasing CNH loans. Secondly, increasing holding of hedging currency, such as JPY and USD. By the way, I have mentioned that I had already sold most of USD portion and changed to NTD in April. Thanks.
Thanks, Frank. Let's digest a little bit of question. Okay, so let's move to the next question. We got a question is that it seems like TCI holds relatively good amount of the cash so far. Is there any merge and acquisition plan ongoing? And is there any specific territory and targets? We will have Grace to answer this question. Grace, please.
Okay. We are always looking for the targets that can help us to grow our business. Actually, so far we are in negotiation with several targets in US, Japan, and Taiwan. So, and we will inform you of any updates. Thank you.
Thanks, Grace. Okay, so let's move to the next question. This is regarding to the cash flow in the first quarter. TCI showed decrease on top line, but still with a great growth margin. How TCI planning to maintain a healthy cash flow? We will have our CFO, Frank, to answer this part. Frank, please.
Okay. The high gross profit mainly comes from TCI's strict control of costs and expenses. In addition, as the COVID-19 breakout continues, our strategy will include turning current short-term loans into mid- and long-term ones, enhancing the management of account receivable, renegotiating payment terms with the suppliers, and expanding the bargaining space. Thanks.
Okay, so does Grace have anything to add up as well?
Okay, besides Frank mentioned, we are also reducing the amount of inventory to decline our cash turnover days. On the other hand, we are getting more long quotas from banks to increase our financial flexibility. Thank you.
Thanks, Grace. Okay, so the next one that we have combined several different questions regarding to our medical device QVS96. Before we go into the question, I will briefly go through the procedure and the 3 stations of the QVS96, and I will pass Remy to ask the second part of the question. This includes what is the places would be suitable to install the QVS96 and the progress to obtain the certification in different territories. So for QVS96, this is composed of 3 major parts. The first station is for the nucleic acid extraction. After specimen collection from either upper and the lower respiratory parts, the specimen types are identified by a barcode scanning system, and RNA from virus will be automatically extracted from the specimen shortly in a fully automatic nucleic acid extraction device. And then after, the RNA samples will be transferred to the second station by robotic arms. And the second station is designed to aliquot and mix the reagent and the RNA extract from the first step. We take advantage of using robotic arms from our experience in data mining, as Remy mentioned before. This know-how allowed us to quickly adjust the best parameter to aliquot and mix small amount of reagents. Plus, this is certainly diminish human error possibility and ensure accuracy. And the last station is for the qPCR. The well-mixed reaction samples will be transferred to third station to start a qPCR reaction. And the 3 parts are fully automatic operation without any operator's actions. These testing results are exported via self-generated algorithm to combine and export sample identity and resort and the maximum samples to DOR up to 2060 in the current version. And then I will pass to Remy to answer the second part of the question. This is the place to install the QVS96 and the progress of the certification in different territories.
Well, first of all, when you need to make the sales, on the medical device like the QVS96, the certification in every single jurisdiction is a must. So we already acquired the approval from Taiwan FDA to get a medical device certification in Class 1. And also, I need to let all of you learn that the US FDA and the CE medical device certification application is ongoing right now.
Thanks, Remy. Okay, so let's move to the next one. This is the question that's regarding to the CapEx. So is there any change on the capital expenses at 2020? And what is the current situation of the new factory S15 in Taiwan? We will have Remy to answer this question.
We have already adjusted our CAPEX plan. And first of all, a lot of the investor cares about the CAPEX on the S15. So first, our CAPEX for 2020 is going to no more than 700 million NT. So as for the S15, we're still continuing, but this project is moving on to next year. And we are still continuing our digital printing project and the liquid sachet production line, and these 2 will finish by Q3. And for your knowledge, the S15 project is the vertical integration of our raw material, such as the probiotic powders, the enzyme, and also some of our IBD, which is the in-house proprietary extraction powder. And like I said, we will continue this project, but we'll delay by next year, and we will see what happened to the COVID-19, and then we'll get restarted.
Thanks, Remy. Okay, so let's move to the next question. We got a question is that, do TCI see raw material supply bottlenecks so far? We will have Grace to answer this question. Thanks.
Okay, until now, I believe our supply chain is no problem, so we can get enough raw material from our supplier. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Grace. Okay, we have another question, which is what is the order visibility currently, and also the guidance for the second half of the year. We will have Remy to go through this question. Remy, please.
First of all, I need to mention that since we are facing the unfavorable foreign exchange rate in renminbi, so for the second half guidance, I would say for the Q3 will at least be flattish as compared with second quarter. And the second, for the order visibility currently, like I mentioned in the operation overview, for the functional drink in ground glass bottle, from the order and the down payment to the shipment, we can shorten it into like 21 days. So after the custom clearance, if you can make the order on the very early of May, then you can get the shipment no later than the late May. So you can get your stuff within 1 month. So the order visibility won't be that important to us because, the fast and the speedy shipment, the delivery from TCI is our competitiveness.
Thanks, Remy. Okay, let's move to the next question, which is regarding to the dividend payout. So the question is that, what is the dividend payout policy going forward? Because TCI used to pay our stock dividends, but only cash dividend this time. We will have our CFO Frank to answer this question. Frank, please.
About this cash dividend policy, we have passed our BOD, and in the future, our dividend policy is move on to the cash dividend because we don't expand our capital. That's all.
Thanks, Frank. Okay, so let's move to the next question, which is regarding to our inventory. So the question is that, how will TCI manage your inventory level since it's a little bit high in the first quarter 2020? We will have Grace to answer this question. Grace, please.
Okay, actually, you can see from the last year, you can see there was decreased trend of our inventory. So we continue to reduce our inventory. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Grace. Okay, we will move to the next question, and this is question regarding to the product category. So the question is that, it seems the functional drink products fell dramatically in the first quarter 2020. What is the reason behind that? We will have Remy to answer this question. Remy, please.
After the outbreak of the COVID-19, and we just switch our strategy for all the proposal to our clients. So, by the end of the Chinese New Year, we propose, different kinds of the immune boosting related product to all of our clients, especially in China. And you know what? The immune boosting product are, like 90% in the dosage form of powder. The reason for that is very simple. It's light. So that is why we have a huge slump on the functional drink. But fortunately, we have a stabilized condition in the COVID-19, and some of our clients are really welcome to our proposal in the enzyme or in the collagen related to make the weight loss or some other functionality. So we anticipate the contribution from the brown bottle will at least grow in the single digit for the second quarter.
Thanks, Remy. Okay, we'll move to the next question, and this, due to the time limited, this probably will be the final question. For those we cannot answer, we will follow up with you either from email or from phone or any other approaches. So the last question that we are going to answer is the ratio of in the first quarter of 2020. What is the ratio between the WeChat and the direct sales customers? And we will have Remy to answer this question. Remy, please.
From the WeChat channel clients, they did contribute about 50 to 54% of our total revenue in Q1. And for the direct sales channel client, it shows a bit weaker. We only have 25 to 30%. So the remaining will be some of our branding clients and some other TV shopping clients.
Okay, thanks, Remy. So due to the time limited, we are going to conclude our Q&A session. Before we conclude today's conference, please be advised that the replay of the conference will be accessible after 4 hours. We will also follow up remaining questions via contact information you have submitted. Thank you for your joining us today. We hope everyone stays healthy and safe. And we hope you will join us again next quarter. Goodbye and have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you.